The story of humanity is written in stone. It begins in the deep past, long before written words or metal tools. We call this the Stone Age. It stretches back over more than 1,000,000 years in Europe. To understand this era is to understand the roots of who we are. It will take us across shifting continents, through crushing ice ages, and into the minds of our most ancient ancestors. Simple stones, shaped by clever hands. First came the Paleolithic, or the Old Stone Age, a time of hunter-gatherers, living alongside giant beasts and dramatic climate change. Next, as the ice sheets retreated, came the Mesolithic, or Middle Stone Age, a transitional period, a time of adaptation and innovation in a warmer, greener world. Finally, the Neolithic, or New Stone Age, brought the most profound change of all, the invention of farming. Our story begins more than 1,000,000 years ago, under skies very different from our own. Early human ancestors, Homo erectus, Homo heidelbergensis. They made their first tentative journeys into the European continent, venturing into unfamiliar forests and grasslands. Not modern humans, but distant relatives, taking the first crucial steps. They brought a revolutionary technology, the stone tool. The earliest was the hand axe, carefully chipped on both sides to make a sharp edge. Simple, yet a masterpiece of early engineering. A Swiss Army knife of the ancient world, vital for food and defense. Fire provided warmth against the cold, light in the darkness, and safer, more digestible food. It also kept cave lions and hyenas at bay. Europe's climate cycled between long glacial periods and warmer interglacials. As ice advanced, people and animals moved south. As it retreated, new territories opened. Over hundreds of thousands of years, adaptability was their greatest strength. Simple stone tools and mastery of fire underpinned remarkable endurance. In a challenging world, they found ways to thrive. As millennia passed, a new kind of human evolved in cold landscapes. We call them the Neanderthals. Not our direct ancestors, but close cousins, appearing around 400,000 years ago. Powerfully built, broad-chested. Adaptations for conserving heat, with a prominent brow and large nose. They perfected the Levallois method, remarkable foresight in stone. Predetermined flakes for specialized tools, spear points, scrapers, knives, formidable hunters of mammoth, bison, and wild horse. Their injuries speak of risky confrontational hunts. They cared for the vulnerable and buried their dead. Complex, compassionate people. Around 45,000 years ago, a new group arrived, Homo sapiens, our direct ancestors. They entered a continent long occupied by Neanderthals. More slender, bringing waves of cultural and technological innovation. Blade technology maximized cutting edge from a single core. Masters of new materials, harpoons, spear throwers, delicate bone needles. The needle was a quiet revolution. Far better protection from the cold. For a time, two species coexisted, trading, competing, even interbreeding. Within 10,000 years, Neanderthals vanish from the record. Causes debated. Competition, rapid climate change, or absorption into us. By 35,000 years ago, we were the only humans in Europe. In the deepest, most inaccessible caves, something extraordinary appears. They created art, painted, drawn, and engraved galleries of Ice Age life. With natural pigments, they brought their world to life. Not crude doodles, masterpieces of observation and movement. Artists ventured far, scraped walls smooth and painted by lamplight. Techniques ranged from spray to delicate brushwork. Hunting magic, sacred rites, knowledge for survival. We can only wonder. Art exploded. Figurines, animals, and intricate patterns on tools. A rich, symbolic life and complex culture etched into stone. As the world warmed, glaciers retreated and seas rose. Britain's land bridge drowned beneath rising waters. Mammoth steppe gave way to dense forests. New prey demanded new hunting strategies. The bow became key, silent, deadly, precise. Aquatic resources flourished. People traveled waterways and netted fish in huge numbers. Coastlines piled with shells tell a story of seafood abundance. Tiny blades, big versatility. Perfect tools for fishing, hunting, and woodworking. The Mesolithic was, well, ingenious adaptation to a new world. For hundreds of thousands of years, people survived by hunting, fishing, and gathering. About 9,000 years ago, farming spread from the Near East. Food could be controlled, not just found. Grains planted and harvested in cycles. Herd animals were domesticated and managed. Farmers followed fertile river valleys and coastal plains. Sometimes adoption, sometimes conflict. Farming changed everything and demanded hard work. Surplus meant security, yet dependence on weather brought new risks. The sound of the axe was the sound of a new world being born. With farming, people settled and built. The first villages grew near fields and herds. Longhouses housed extended families, sometimes livestock too. In Orkney, sturdy stone homes organized daily life around the hearth. Pottery transformed storage and cooking, porridge, stews, water, milk. Decoration expressed identity and culture. Monumental architecture marked community, territory, and ancestors. Networks moved goods and ideas over great distances. Populations rose. Communities became more complex. Specialization emerged, no village entirely self-sufficient. The journey through Europe's Stone Age is one of profound change. It begins with the simplest chipped stones in distant hands. It unfolds across ice ages, shaped by Neanderthals, illuminated by art. People mastered new worlds after the ice. For 99% of our time here, we were hunter-gatherers. Farming restructured society, villages, population growth, new tech. Property, surplus, and intensive labor changed how we lived. New challenges arose: disease, inequality, conflict. The legacy surrounds us in monuments and landscapes. Domesticated plants and animals still sustain us. Stone yielded to metal, copper, then bronze, ushering a new era.